Hi students, this is A. Mandari Kumar Rajesh. In this video, we are going to discuss objective types of questions which are useful in your entrance examination or board examination or any other competitive examination. So please make use of it and please take it as serious. So I am going to teach you the topic genetics. The first question tells us the term genetics was coined by whom? So the option A Batson, option B Mendel, option C Morgan, option D Johansen. So option B Mendel is the father of genetics and he proposed law of inheritance. In the case of Morgan, he proposed a theory called linkage, while in the case of Johansen, he coined the term gene and he made distinction between the phenotype and genotype. So the answer is Batson, William Batson. So William Batson coined the term genetics. So the term genetics was coined by William Batson. Then Mendel's experiment plant was Pisum sativum. Mendel's experimental plant was Pisum sativum, but he also worked and failed to find similar results on dash plants. So option A Herbaceum, option B mango, option C Drosophila, option D none of the above. So the answer is Herbaceum. The answer is Herbaceum. Herbaceum is otherwise called as hogweed. The reason is Herbaceum, the plant shows parthenogenesis. That means the development of embryo from the ovum without the act of fertilization. Without the act of fertilization. That is why Mendel not able to get the ratio, Mendelian ratio. So the answer is Herbaceum. The answer is Herbaceum. The reason is the plant shows parthenogenesis. Parthenogenesis. Then the third question, which one of the following Mendelian trait is present on the fifth chromosome? Fifth chromosome. In Pisum sativum, totally 7 chromosomes are present. So in the fifth chromosome, which trait is present? So option A pod shape, option B pod color, option C flower color, option D pod position. So the right answer is option B pod color. So the pod color only present on the fifth chromosome, then pod shape which is present on the fourth chromosome. The gene which is responsible for the pod shape is present on the fourth chromosome, then the gene which is responsible for the flower color is present on the first chromosome, then the pod position is an odd man out. So the answer for the third question is pod color, which is present in the fifth chromosome. Fourth question is, Mendel read out and presented his paper in the Seminar of Natural History Society of Bern in the year option A 1857, option B 1859, option C 1865, option D 1866. So the answer is 1866. So he published and presented his paper in the year 1866. The fifth question, who among us the following found out the original paper of Mendel and got it published in the Flora? So the options are Jeweris, Correns, Tessermont and Karl Rother. So the right answer is Jeweris. The right answer is Jeweris. The sixth question, an allele is the dash. An allele is the dash. So the options are total number of genes for a trait, which is a wrong answer. Then total number of genes on chromosome, another wrong answer. Then alternative form of a gene. So the option C is the right answer. Alternative form of a gene. So allele means alternative form of a gene. So capital A, is a form of allele, small a is a form of a allele. So allele means alternative form of a gene. So the answer is C. Let's talk about the seventh question. The recombinant phenotypic ratio in F2 generation obtained from the parental cross having the genotype capital T, capital T, capital R, cross with small t, small t, small r. And the question is, what is the phenotypic ratio of the recombinants So the cross was made between the two pure homozygous parents. So the dominant parent shows the phenotypic character tall red. The recessive parent shows the phenotypic character dark violet. Then the cross was made between the two individuals. The gametes produced by the dominant parent is capital T, capital R. Then by the recessive parent, small t, small r. Fusion of gametes takes place, results in the formation of the F1 generation, and F1 generation shows the heterozygous dominant character. Then the F1 generation get self. That means capital T, small t, capital R, small r cross with capital T, small t, capital R, small r. Then the gamete production takes place. It shows capital T, capital R, capital T, small r, small t, capital R, small t, small r. So this is the gamete produced by the first individual. The same condition occurs in the second individual. Then these gametes are plotted in the Punnett square. So results in the formation of the fusion of gametes takes place, results in the development of F2 generation with the phenotypic ratio 9:3:3:1. So here the question is, what is the phenotypic ratio of the recombinants Here you can find the parental character, that is the dominant character here, tall red. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So you can find the parental character in the ratio 9. So capital T, capital R, that is the tall red. The ratio is 9. Then another parental character is dark violet. So the ratio is only 1. The ratio is only 1. So dark violet. The remaining two ratio shows the recombinants. These two are the recombinants. So you can find tall violet 1, 2, 3. Then another recombinant dark red 1, 2, 3. So these two individuals are called as recombinants because it is not related to the two of the parents. So the answer is 3:3. So the answer is option D. So the phenotypic ratio of the recombinant is 3:3. Then the 8th question. Heterozygous tall and red flower P. Heterozygous tall and red flower P. Plants are self and total 2000 seeds are collected. What is the total number of seeds for both heterozygous traits? So the heterozygous tall and red flower P plants are self. So that condition is here. So the heterozygous tall and red flower plants are self. So capital T, small t, capital R, small r cross with capital T, small t, capital R, small r. And total 2000 seeds are collected. And what is the total number of seeds for both heterozygous trait? So in 2000 seeds, what is the total number of heterozygous trait? So you can find heterozygous trait capital T, small t, capital R, small r 1. Then capital T, small t, capital R, small r. So this is another heterozygous trait. Then capital T, small t, capital R, small r, another heterozygous trait. Then capital T, small t, capital R, small r. So among the cystine progenies, 4 of them shows the heterozygous trait. 4 of them shows the heterozygous trait. So 4 by 60 result in 1 by 4. That means 25% of the seeds shows both heterozygous traits. 25% of the seeds shows both heterozygous traits. So you can find both traits shows the heterozygous character. So capital T, small t, capital R, small r. So 4 individuals shows both heterozygous traits. That means 4 by 16 results in 1 by 4. That means 25% of the seeds shows both heterozygous traits. That means the answer is 500. The answer is 500 because in 2000 the 25% means 500. So the answer is 500. The 9th question. Types of gametes formed by the plant with the genotype capital A, small b, capital B, small b, small c, capital T, capital D. Then the answer will be. So here the question is, how many gametes are produced by the plant with the genotype capital A, capital B, small c, capital T, capital D. So capital A, capital B, small c, capital D, capital D. So capital A, capital B, then small c, capital D. This is the first gamete. Then capital A, small b, small c, small d. So this plant can produce only 2 types of gametes. Otherwise, you can use this formula 2 power n. 2 power n. So here you can find only one heterozygote allele. Here you can find only one heterozygote allele. So 2 power 1. 2 power 1. So the result is 2 into 1. The answer will be 2. So here the answer is option D. The plant with the genotype capital A, capital B, small c, capital T, capital D can be able to produce 2 types of gametes. So you can form the gametes by this way, or you can use this formula 2 power n. So you can count the number of heterozygote gene. If it is 2 power 2, so 2 into 2, the answer is 4. So here the answer is option D, 2. 10th question. In monohybrid cross, pure homozygous plants will be dash. So in the monohybrid cross, we are able to find 2 homozygous plants. So capital T, small t made a cross between these 2 individuals. Capital T, small t, fusion of gametes takes place, results in the formation of F1 generation. Then F1 generation gets self, and the gametes produced by the 2 individuals are plotted in the Punnett square. Then in F2 generation you can find capital T, small t. So pure homozygous plant will be only 2. So capital T, small t. So the answer is, we are able to find 2 pure homozygous plants in monohybrid cross. Then the 11th question. Total 512 seeds are collected from the cross capital W, cross between capital W, capital Y, small y, cross with capital W, capital Y, small y. Find the number of plants produced with the first dominant and the second recessive trait. So what will be the answer? So here the question is, we have to find out the number of plants produced with first dominant. So that plant first contains the dominant character. The trait will be the dominant. The second one must recessive. The second trait will be recessive. Here I have figured out the cross. So here you can find the first dominant and second recessive trait. So here you can find first dominant and second recessive. Capital W, capital W. So first trait shows the dominant character. Then second trait, the second allele shows the recessive character. The second allele shows the recessive character, that is small y, small y. Then in this case we can find the first character will be the dominant one. Then the second allele shows the recessive one. Capital W, small w. So it shows the dominant character. That allele shows the dominant character. And the second alleles, pair of alleles shows the recessive character because it contains small y, small y. So 1, 2. Then here we can find the first pair of alleles shows the dominant character. Then the second pair of alleles shows the recessive character. So that's all. So among the 16 progenies, 3 of them shows the first dominant character and the second pair of alleles shows the recessive character. How many seeds are total? 512 seeds. So 512 seeds into 3 progenies results in 5, 12, 3, 6, 3, 15 divided by 16. So that answer will be 96. That answer will be 96. The answer will be 96. So among the 16 progenies, we are able to find 3 progenies with first dominant and second recessive trait. So in total 512 seeds. So 512 multiply with the 3 progeny results in the number 1536, and it has to divide it with 16 and the result is 96. So that answer will be 96. The 12th question. Which Mendelian cross can produce 2 genotypes and 2 phenotypes? So that answer will be monohybrid test cross. In monohybrid test cross only, we are able to find 2 genotypes and 2 phenotypes. So that answer will be monohybrid test cross. Number 13. From the cross, capital A, capital B, small b cross with small a, capital B, small b. So results in the formation of genotype. So these are the following genotype produced by the cross which was made between these 2 individuals. And the question is, what is the genotypic ratio of this following genotypes? The question is, what is the genotypic ratio of the following genotypes? Here I have figured out that cross. Then the gametes produced by this individual is capital A, capital B, capital A, small b cross with small a, capital B, small a, small b. The gametes were plotted in the Punnett square. Results in the formation of 4 individual or 4 progeny with the ratio. So the first genotype contains only 1 individual. Capital A, small a, capital B contains only 1 individual. Then capital A, small a, capital B, small b, capital A, small a, capital B, small b contains 2 individuals. So 1, 2 individuals. Then capital A, small b, small b contains only 1 individual. Then small b, small b progenies are not produced, so represented with 0. So the option is B. Option is B. So the option is B. 1:2:1:0. The 14th question. Find the correct match. So here they have given 2 columns. column 1 contains the technical term, column 2 contains the scientists who have discovered the technical terms. So the phenotype, the term phenotype was coined by the scientist Johansen. So A. So Johansen coined the term phenotype. Then heterosis, the term heterosis was coined by the scientist G. Searle. So B. Then the term heterozygous was coined by the scientist Batson. So C. Then incomplete dominance, that theory was proposed by Correns. Option D. So the option is option A. Option A. Let's discuss the following questions. Question number 15. Pleiotrophic genes shows dash. Option A, one gene, one character. Option B, one gene regulates many phenotypic character. Option C, polygenic inheritance. Option D, multiple allelism. So pleiotrophic genes can control multiple phenotypic character. One gene can regulate multiple phenotypic character simultaneously. So the answer is option B. So pleiotrophic gene shows one gene regulates many phenotypic character. 16th question. Emasculation of flower is done when? So emasculation means removal of anther. Removal of anther from the flower. So we have to remove the anther from the flower in the bud stage. So the answer is option B. So stamens are immature. So emasculation of flower is done when stamens are immature. 17th question. In the dihybrid test cross, if the parental types exceed the recombination type among the resultant progeny, it's due to the process called linkage. If the genes are linked, the parental combination is more in number than the recombination type. So in a dihybrid test cross, if the parental types exceed the recombination type among the resultant progeny, it is due to the process linkage. The 18th question. Number of linkage group in an individual is equal to option A, number of genes. Option B, n number of chromosomes. Option C, 2n number of chromosomes. Option D, number of autosomes. So linkage group means n number of chromosomes. That means the haploid number of chromosomes. The linkage group contains haploid set of chromosomes. Haploid number of chromosomes. So the answer is option B. So the number of linkage groups in an individual is equal to n number of chromosomes. Then the 19th question. Both chromosome as well as genes do not occur in pairs in. So somatic cells means they are diploid in nature. Fertilized egg, they are in diploid nature. Megaspore mother cell, also they are diploid in nature. So they are in pair. While in the case of microspore, they are in haploid nature and they are not in pairs. So the answer is microspore. Then the last question. Coupling and repulsion phenomenon are concerned with option A, mutation. Option B, pleiotrophism. Option C, linkage. Option D, crossing over. So repelling and coupling are related with or concerned with the linkage process. The process linkage. So with this information, I am going to conclude this video. If you have any doubt, please clarify with me. Thank you very much for watching this video. Thank you.